Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Fall River Media News this morning. I'm your host, Dave Mead. I just want to say yesterday was a great show. It was. It was a great show, last night. And we did talk about a lot of things. Talked about Law Luma, talked about Donald Trump. We talked about how much money uh, that some of these politicians are getting from APAC. So we did, and plus we also talked about lobbyists, how much money the lobbyist was getting. Um, so we did talk about that, and I'll tell you, I didn't even know myself that a lot of these lobbyists and a lot of and I didn't even know you know anything about APAC. When people talk about APAC, I didn't even know that. Wow, well, Trump took a lot of money too from APAC, and uh, and uh, and Elizabeth Warren too as well. I didn't know anything about this, and let me tell you, I mean that's a shock thing. Okay, uh, that's a shock thing that knowing that even Israel, you know what I'm saying, Israel still wants to be at war with the Palestinians, which is that shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? You know, and Israel is not the chosen one. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? You know, as a Christian, and a believer in the Lord, I mean, they're not the chosen one. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I can't, imagine that people would go and say that Israel is the chosen one. It's not. It's not. I'm sorry. You know who really is the chosen one? Is the Lord Jesus Christ. That's the one. He's the chosen one, not Israel. Okay? When when people speak, and when we have speakers at our when all the churches have speakers at their church, oh, they speak on Israel. No, I'm sorry. Israel is not the chosen one. God is the chosen one. Okay? Uh, and it's sad for people, to actually say that. But Law Luma, I wouldn't be surprised that she's been taking money. You know what I'm saying, from APAC and lobbyists. But all she does is go. Law Luma, all she does is go around slamming people, slamming people on social media, especially on X, and it's not right. You know what I'm saying, you know, we should go to war with, we should go to war with the Muslims. No, we're not. The United States is not going to go to war with any Muslims whatsoever. Okay, so we're not going to do that. Okay, but my belief is that I think we should. Well, I mean, Israel, um, you know, and plus Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel, he should just go. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Um, and all these people, okay, these trade-ins and stuff, and stocks and everything, these politicians and stuff. No, I mean I agree. You know what I'm saying? The stock tradings and stuff. They should um and they should abolish that. So they should abolish that. That um, the stock tradings and stuff. Politicians should not be allowed to do any uh, uh, in the in the trading with any stocks whatsoever. As long as that you are a Senate president or any representative in the federal level, it shouldn't be no at all. No trading at all. It shouldn't be. That should be abolished. Okay, and I agree with my co-host. I agree with my guest last night, which is Mr. Kilgis. I agree with him. You know what I'm saying? I do, and it shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even lobbyists and APAC, that stuff should be abolished too, because that's where the corruption is right there. Okay, some people just don't know that, but I looked it up, and that's where the corruption is right there. If we can abolish APAC and abolish the lobbyists, of course we can. We can do that. Okay, we can, and and that's where we can stop the corruption right there. You know what I'm saying? So, but other than that, on Tuesday, on Tuesday at 5 to 6, 5 to 6:30. I will on Tuesdays. I have a special show for myself that I will be doing, and I will be talking about robots and how can we use them on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? So and because there's a lot of ways, and also, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Some people don't like it, but you know something, it's coming, and that's it. We have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And we have to find ways of for people not to lose their jobs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, don't you think I'm 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 afraid for people, okay, that might lose their jobs because of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming, and I'm going to see it. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's sad, but it's coming. So but right now, for the time being, we have to look for ways for people not to lose their jobs. Okay, that's what we have to do. We have to come together and say, hey, look, something. We have now that all this stuff is coming our way. All these robots, electronics, introducing robots to humans and all. Okay, we have to find ways. And we have to find ways, and this is where the government comes in. Okay, now if the government sees that this is doing well, the government is going to implement you know uh robots to humans. Okay, they're going to start making them, and I'm going to tell you, and this is going to be a big industry. Okay, for this is going to be a big industry for the CEOs, people that own big huge companies like Amazon, uh Timu, okay, like Timu, okay. This is gonna be a big huge industry, and but we have to find ways, okay. I don't want people to say, hey, you know what? Look, now robots are gonna take over our jobs. They're gonna take over this. They're gonna take over that. I mean, not necessarily. If you set the record straight and people get together and say, look, you know what? We have to find ways. We have to improvise. We got to find ways, and we cannot let this happen. Okay. Yes, I do make cardboard robots. I do. Um, I do make them, and it's something that it's something that I have a passion for. Okay, I've had a passion for a while making them things. Okay, and and you think it was easy for me? No, it wasn't. I mean, but like Temu, Amazon is in Temu is going to get involved. Okay, with all this stuff. Okay, and so it's a big money maker. Okay, but people like us, we have to find ways. Okay, we do have to find ways to improvise. Okay, for people not to lose their job. We all have to get us people have to get together. The taxpayers, people, us, we have to get together, and we have to find ways of how to tackle this situation. Okay, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be it's going to be a long road, but I think we'll get by. You know what I'm saying? If we can tackle this, it's not. It's going to be hard. You know what I'm saying? To do so, but we have to tackle this. Okay, and I know most of you don't agree with it. Most of you do. Most of you don't. But I've seen TikTok videos of it. I've seen robots going up to humans and shaking their hands and everything else and stuff. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? And but we have to find ways. And I know most of you don't want to, hear about it, but we got to find ways of dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming, and right now I'm going to see it, and the generation that we have now is going to see it too as well. We got to deal with it. I mean, we have to, and it's and it's going to be a tough road, a long road with it, but we got to deal with it. I mean, it's something that it's coming our way, and government is going to get a hold of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a money maker. You know what I'm saying? But we don't want the government to get a hold of that. Okay, what we want is for the people like us to keep that in control. You know what I'm saying, and say, hey, look, you know what, people, people gonna lose their job. No, people ain't gonna lose their jobs. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes people like to be dramatic about things. Okay, and I noticed that. But anyways, I'll talk about that Tuesday. But anyways, but APAC and the lobbyists, they all have to go. Okay, because it's that's where the corruption is in there. So we got to nip that in the butt, and that's what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for uh, you know. Uh, for politicians to stop taking lobby money and APAC money, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, wow. Anyway, wow, Trump's got a big network too, and so is Elizabeth Warren. God, uh, but something though. I'm glad for Massey that he didn't take no impact APAC money either. So, but today it's cold outside. Bundle up. I mean, it's not it's not warm. It's cold. So just bundle up, and we'll yeah. So just bundle up. You know. Yeah, so just bundle up. But anyways, my bus is coming. Take it easy, everybody. Have a great day, and I'll see you on Tuesday, 5 to 6:30. We'll be talking about what's ahead for the future. So this is Dave Me, Fall River Media News. Talk to you later. I'll see you on Wednesday at 6:30, and tonight, and Thursday too, 6:30 to 9, and we'll discuss politics then too. So. See you around Tuesday, 5 to 6:30. Have a great day. Stay warm. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel.